Welcome to the Mix of Thicker Pals. Hi, I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix of Thicker Pals. Hi, I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the crystal palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me. True player for real. Ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing. And that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. Here I am. Hi there. Okay, y'all. Happy Memorial's Day. I have an old partner back in the day. Yesterday was her birthday. Tomorrow's her birthday, technically. But, y'all, we're going to get into these mommies. We're not going to waste time. We're going to talk that talk. Child. And we're going to talk about Strongmommy Chrissy today because I know, and I know some of y'all like Strongmommy Chrissy, but I have no dog in the fight, okay? I'm not loyal to none of them because I don't know none of them. Again, fair is love is war. So I'm going to play the game, act like that it's all sweet and tender, right? Again, I don't have any biases toward her. I've never been a friend of hers. We was not cool. She did not do anything to grow my channel. So therefore, we're gonna react on her. Okay. We are going to react on her. Okay. Now, if Chrissy give me some money, if any of these women give me some money on a monthly basis, then you know I'll be biased then. But they're not giving me any money. So, and because of that, we're not going to play these games, okay? That's what we're not going to do. We are not going to play these games, okay, y'all? So, we're going to go ahead and react on Chrissy. We did start the other day. How you doing, Miss Jones? Okay? How you doing, Mysterious? All right? Now, y'all, we're going to talk that talk. Okay, we're gonna listen to Agatha. I'm just playing. I don't know what her name. We're gonna listen to Strong Mommy Chrissy. She's like the mom. Strong Mommy Chrissy. I don't know about calling her a queen. Conscious black girl. I don't know about that now. If you watch any of her videos, now we like you over here. But you have not watched none. You couldn't have watched none of. Well, she paid you for a service. Look, I ain't mad at you. And she paid me. I would have sung a hook too. Hey, girl, Conscious Pack. You're a sweetheart, though. But let's continue. Oh, Chrissy's talking.
Another thing I need to do today is Kingston had a suit.
Kingston. These names, boy. These names. I just never heard of Kingston. I know that one rapper guy name is Kingston or whatever from Jamaica, but he from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So that could certainly happen over there. But I just never heard of too many ethnic men or boys called Kingston. King, yes. You know what I'm saying? That rolls rapidly in the community. And then Kate, all these names. Girl, where you get these names from, girl? You done went to the holy book of white folks or something? They holy book of names or something, girl. Oh, well, hey, what's in the name? But honestly, names do hold meanings, right? Or they should, and feelings and energy. But let's continue.
and the suit he's outgrown it. So I need to find him either a suit or just something really nice. Like the boys aren't wearing suits; they're just wearing cute dressy outfits.
She says cute girl. Listen, I think this was not a good video, right? Just this whole factor of what you said. See, I didn't want to talk about. I don't. Why would you? I don't know. I just don't think you should have. You just shouldn't have put out what they wore. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just listen. I just don't think you should have put out what they wore because girl, these are still children. They beautiful, they handsome, and they have a right to their own privacy. And you know how people are. Children can be cruel, but girl, adults can be worse, okay? And I don't know. Why did you put out what that little boy was wearing, girl? Now, if okay, now if he was doing like the Michael Jackson thing, because Michael Jackson used to flood. Y'all know we used to like Michael Jackson, and he will have on those socks. He will have on those color socks. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Them Billie Jean socks and them Thriller socks. He's like, "Cause this is Thriller, Thriller." You know what I mean? And the little gloves or something. And he was just like, "Well, my grandma, maybe you could have faked it off and said, well, my mother really enjoyed Michael Jackson, and my son is really into Michael Jackson, y'all." Case dropped. And in the old school Michael Jackson, like the 80s Michael Jackson, you could have been like, my son is really into the 80s style. He just has his own style. That's what's up. You know what I mean? If that was the case, but then you go down the line. God, I just, I really, when I saw it, I really did not want to do commentary on that because I'm like, man, I don't want to talk about people's kids. That's not right. I just didn't want to. And I don't like to talk about children's fashions because it's not the child's fault. It's the mamas and the daddies. Well, in your case, we know none of them around but one boy's daddy. But I don't know, Chrissy. Why? Come on now. You could have went to TJ Maxx. You could have went anywhere and got that little boy some clothes. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, everybody. It is. I don't want to keep saying it's rough out here, but times are unique. And nowadays, some of us have to save to get our children clothes, but we get them, right, y'all? Um, and I'm telling y'all, like I just told y'all, we just bought my son like a spring wardrobe. Okay, now we're gonna have to do the summer and the fall. You get what I'm saying? And so he got to get some new tennis shoes and stuff and current on for the summer. And the summer shoes is gonna probably be also for the spring, for the fall shoes. You get what I'm saying? But we just have to do what we have to do, Chrissy. It's so many alternatives that could happen with trying to get children clothes and etc. Um, And it's just, I don't know. Again, it just goes into what we've been saying over here and what everybody else is saying. If you probably would be able to do a lot, and I get that you have 9 children, okay? Far be it for me to try to understand that because I don't understand that dynamic. I don't have 9 children, okay? I only got 3 grown ones and one little one. So I have 4 children all together. Okay. And I know, and I could imagine how that could be, right? However, however, there's all type of things that you can do on the terms of children, on the terms of making sure that they have clothes. I mean, you are renting a Tesla, girl. Nobody likes Elon Musk hardly right now. He is on the outs. Even in the Republican, this is not to get political, because I'm not getting political, but even in some forms of Republican Party, he is on the outs. People are not messing with him. So why would you go? And girl, do you see all them people protesting in front of uh the Tesla company? And you rolling around in a Tesla and it don't even fit all of your children and you renting it. Come on, Chrissy. So you can't get a car that it can fit everybody. I mean, just like that. And then you could just buy one. As much as you're paying for the rental, you could just go ahead and buy one though. You don't think so? You could get a nice little girl if you go while y'all always on Facebook marketplace. You can always go to Facebook Marketplace and find a nice little van that would house all those children. And just find you a nice guy that got just a little change. You don't have to be rich, Chrissy, but just somebody that's gonna work with you financially. You ain't even gotta move them in right away, because you don't be knowing these men like that to be moving them in. But girl, you was just with the other one you got pregnant by, and then all of a sudden you came up here and you're married to some unknown cat. And I thought, girl, did you even get a divorce from the other husband? Girl, y'all remember that Keith Sweat song, Merry Go Round and Around? You know how Keith Sweat sang, Merry Go Round and Around. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about the little baby's shoe socks, because maybe he's trying to be Michael Jackson. I had thought about it. I looked at the photos again and I said, well, maybe he likes Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? He might have his own little style, right? I don't know. But let's continue. But even if he had his own little style, I probably would have told my son. If my son was like, "Mommy, I want to wear these floods," I probably would have been like, "Baby, no, you're not wearing that." But he was like, "But I like a lot of children like Michael Jackson, because I mean, he could sing. He was a hell of a entertainer. He could sing. He could dance. He could make music with his mouth. You know what I'm saying?" So maybe that's what it is, y'all. What y'all think? Do y'all believe that he was kind of, maybe he's a Michael Jackson fan, or maybe he just got his own 80s style? Because I have my own little style. So we could, I respect children that are artistic in their heads, that they want to create a certain vision for others. And that can certainly happen, right, y'all? But let's continue.
Outfits. And I got the girls some really pretty dresses and stuff. So everybody has their stuff, all the girls and all the boys. I feel like they keep
Real pretty dresses. But we got to remember, let's go back. Stop talking about my man Michael Jackson. Not the grandson trying to dress like Michael Jackson at the funeral. Hell no. Well, girl, he might have been like, well, my grandmother liked Michael Jackson. So, you know what I mean? And she would dance for him. Cause y'all know she used to be over there, she lived with Chrissy for a little while. So she might have been watching old Michael Jackson videos and singing, You're Not Alone. I am here with you. Though we are apart, you always in my heart. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He could have just, his grandma could have been doing that, and he wanted to honor his grandma in a way. I'm not even being funny. I know a lot of times when I say something straight up, y'all be laughing because I'm serious. I'm really serious, right? Um, Every day I wait and ask myself. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, y'all, I got to thinking about the song. Anyway, so who knows? But you got to remember. Let's go back. Chrissy can't really dress, right, y'all? We've discussed that over here. We've discussed that Chrissy is not the most uh uh dress fashionista, right? And because she's not really the fashionista, so what she deems pretty is not necessarily something that we would, right over here. Dr. A, leave that damn lady alone. She wasn't performing that damn song. No, I'm saying that she could have, the mom could have been sitting around and just listen to Michael Jackson, because I know I sit around and listen to good songs. And my son will be popping in here like, Mama, what you listening to? That's old music. And I'll be like, boy, you ain't never heard nothing till you heard that Al Green. You know what I mean? So that's what my children gonna remember me by listening to old music, Isley Brothers. They're gonna, I listen to Little Chris Brown, not all of it, maybe a couple songs. But they're gonna remember me from old school music. You know what I mean? And that dang on wildflower, the wildflowers. Cause it's the hardest time ever imagined. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know. Let the rain fall down her face. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. I'm talking about that Wildflowers girl. That song rocks. That whole woo. Anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. How you doing, Rose? Welcome to McFlicky Palace. And how you doing, Ocean? Welcome to McFlicky Palace. All those kids dressed bad, including Chrissy too. That short dress was, and that blonde wig, girl. That was pretty bad. But I don't know. She don't have the best taste, right? Best taste, correct? Um, so there's no telling. Chrissy had no idea someone was going to take funeral pics. True, at the funeral, right? Um, she faced a harder time you could imagine, and many times we fall back like the tears. Lord, Lord, you know what I'm saying? Let me stop. Y'all ain't gonna make me go. Let the rain fall down up on her. Ain't gonna go there, but y'all know what I'm saying. I'm just saying my children gonna remember me for them songs and busting out at the table. Okay. So I'm just saying we don't know that. So maybe Chrissy just dressed for the 80s or something. I don't know. Maybe she was dressing, maybe I don't know, y'all. I just know she's not the most, she just tacky. She just don't know. She don't know what to wear for certain things. So I could imagine. Remember when she went to court for that little boy, right? Y'all remember that little boy? That the daddy actually is really in his life, and he lives with his dad, but he goes over to her house on the weekend or whatever. So I could imagine what she wore to court during that time. See, a lot of these women and judges do look at you like, well, dang, you ain't taking this seriously. You know what I mean? So
Situated and figure out what I'm doing with shoes. Blaze and Onyx just got up. They don't have school today.
why the fuck is she whispering? I don't hear her. Do y'all hear her? Say what's about Blaze. But you're talking about Blaze. They don't have school today. Why is she talking like that? Why is she talking like that? Girl, you got to speak up now. Aren't you doing a live and you on live, or you doing a video and you're saying and you're trying to explain yourself. And when people try to explain, go at least raise your octane just a tad bit. Well, I'm straining my ears to listen to you. Girl. The girls just like they were going to a school dance. They were. True that. True that, Rose. Yes, they were. And so that's what I'm saying. She don't understand like the occasions, dressing for occasions, right? Like she don't understand, like, for example, like there's court outfit, there's business casual, you know what I'm saying? There's dressy prom time, right? Dressing. There's cocktail dresses, right? There's dinner wear. There's casual dressing, business casual, and then there's such things just casual. There's athletic gear. You know what I mean? She doesn't understand none of that, y'all. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm really believing. Am I right? Y'all, do y'all think I'm right? Or y'all just know, y'all just like, nah, doctor, she just country. She just can't dress. You know what I mean? But let's continue.
unfortunately, um, because it's their testing. But I had all their teachers test them during the week so that we didn't have to come for individual testing, like end of year testing. So that's done. So they have a free day. Guys, what else? Or something else. Oh my God.
We have some. We have.
Yes, we are going on a family.
How long are we gonna be there?
Okay, I'll tell you all that when I'm done with this. Because the people don't know about that yet. After this, I'm definitely going to need a vacation, honey. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to say.
Okay. I don't know. Again, I can't tell somebody how to mourn since she wants to drag this out, babes. I have no idea how long this girl. I don't know. So do you go? Oh well, it's my mom's funeral, and after this funeral, I'm gonna need a vacation. I'm gonna need a vacation. I don't understand. I just don't understand the type of person that she is. And I don't think I would ever be friends with someone like this. I wouldn't be friends with none of these hookers, right? But honestly, the type of people that these girls are, especially what we're talking about her now, I'm trying not to bring up anybody else that she talks about. But I mean, that she's friends with, because this video is right now, we're talking about her. But I just think it's strange. I don't know. Again, I can't tell you someone how to mourn, but it's just weird. You know what I mean, y'all? It's like she just lost her mom and she's already talking about, I can't wait to this over so I can go to vacation. What? you know, okay. Let me go on. Let me they think that whispering because she's whispering because she don't want the kids to hear her lying and call her out. Yeah, but girl, a kid was just in there, Miss Jones. A kid was just in there and she had to tell them to vamoose.
Is my fucking neighbor. Bitch, my neighbor. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because the day just started and I'm gonna hope that she brings my shit. But let me tell you what happened. So this is my fault, but at the same time, what happened to neighborly courtesy? You know what I'm saying? So I got a wig.
You hurry up all this breathing and all this my neighbor. Can you hurry up and spit this crap out, girl? You drag on stories. You already boring, and we have to sit through this shiggity. And you, my neighbor, girl, just spit it out for crying out loud.
Delivered to me for a promo from a company. This is probably a couple months ago now, and I accidentally put one of the numbers mixed up, which ended up which
So why would you put the name? Why would you put the wrong information on there? If you put if they're gonna deliver it to the wrong, if they're gonna. Why would you? Don't you know where you live at? It was sent to her. She might have thought it was for her. Well, my neighbor, that damn person. No, you want something. If you want something delivered to you, maybe you should tell the people, right?
ends when I do that, it always ends up across the street, right? And because it's kind of like my old address, so sometimes I accidentally put this one digit that's wrong.
So why would you keep doing that? Don't you know your address where you live at currently, ma'am?
And it goes across the street. What?
Why magic so real trained?
Pause that story. Kingston missed the bus. I'm gonna run him to school. Blaze and Onyx just randomly, like I told you.
Girl, why didn't you make sure your children went outside the door? Who doesn't see their children off the door? You know, most moms, I don't care, I don't give a damn how old your children are. You know, especially if they're young, especially if they're still in school, right? Or don't you watch to make sure? Hell, even Jasmine does that for the most part. Damn, you don't even see if your children have walked out the door to make sure that they got on the bus. When my son used to get on the bus, I used to make sure he got on the bus. He didn't stand out there by his lonesome self. We stood out there with him. Girl, you are so weird.
Blaze and Onyx just randomly woke up, so I'm gonna run and grab them something.
Well, why didn't you wake them up? Why didn't you make sure that they got up on time? Girl. Mm, mm, mm. Let the rain fall down. up on her face. Her tears are mine, her tears fall back the tears. Lord, Lord. You know what I mean? Girl. Mm, mm, mm.
Small from.
Girl.
Hold on.
It's just weird that somebody got children, teenagers. She got a different group of children. She got teenagers. She got she has children in high school, junior high, and grade school. So you don't make sure that they leave off. You don't make sure that they're wearing stuff appropriately. They're not wearing anything inappropriately. So you don't check your children before they leave. You don't go through their book bags to make sure that they got all their stuff and help them pack it.
Because I need to place an order because I haven't had the time to go grocery shopping. So, yeah. Tea, you guys, even though I don't feel like really doing anything.
You worried about some damn nails. You could have that money that you bought them little rickety raggedy nails. You could have, and they look god off. They're like vampire nails. You could have simply, and I like a good vampire film, right? But you could have simply got them boys some pants for crying out loud. God, I'm not gonna keep talking about that. I'm just, oh my God, it's stressing me out. She's crying and yelling, and GoFundMe was horrible. Okay, I hope she lost subs.
And I just want to lay in the bed. I do have things to do, so I'm trying to get up and
I don't blame Rose because Chrissy, this is a lot. But I hope if she take that money, I hope she got that money. Take that money and go buy them children some new wardrobes, some new clothes. Seriously, she should just tell people like, "Hey guys, my children need new clothes. I'm not married to no doctor for real. I ain't got nobody. I ain't got nobody." You should just tell the truth. Shame the devil.
get myself together. This is a mess. Love floors. There's
She worried about her nails, but not worried about how the clothes that her children wear each day. That's the last thing that should be on your list. And don't get it twisted. Now, if my son or my husband, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, my son, like I said, my son can go in his drawer. Sometimes my husband will allow my son to independently pick out his clothes. And I'm telling you, I'm like, no, what is that you got on? I'm like, your privileges of picking out your clothes are banned until we can get you on the right track. Okay. So come tomorrow. I'm gonna pick out him. So I should have picked it out last night or tonight, but I'll wait till tomorrow because it's in drawers folded up. All I gotta do is grab one of them outfits out. It's washed up. It's in his drawers. Just gotta pull out the ones he's gonna wear tomorrow. But still, now y'all might hear me get at my son like, "Boy, why don't you comb your hair today?" Stuff like that. So he has to go. He has to get his hair cut this week. It's gonna be necessary.
this is some of my favorite nails. They're on TikTok Shop, but if you did not know, they're also on
Girl, they also have clothes that you can get like for little kids on TikTok Shop where you get nails and shit. Well, I might as well sell you some nails, child, because I'm getting ready to start buying nails for to sell you. Okay.
Amazon, and I love that for me because their shipping is a lot quicker
I love that for me. I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing.
on Amazon. You just don't get as many styles. So I got these ones
Girl, that look like some dinosaur meets vampire nails. Okay.
for my mom's funeral, and just because I like them. I didn't think they were gonna be this long though, but I should have known because love full nails are typically pretty long, unless they're stated otherwise. So they're actually pretty.
You got some stubby little hands, boy. Chris, you gonna have to get on that bike. You got a gym. You got like a little miniature gym in that house. You need to get on that bike, baby. And I understand you might be depressed or whatever. You might have guilt from your mother passing, but you all your children got, and you got to maintain your health. Okay.
Pretty freaking long. I mean, I guess I could file them down, but what's the point? I might as well just leave them.
That's the last thing that I was worried about my damn nails when my mother passed away. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to look nice at your mother's funeral, y'all. Crystals, there's nothing wrong with wanting to look nice at your mother's funeral or making your children look presentable. But it's just, I don't know. It's just the way that she's talking. God, I wish she stopped putting these. Chrissy, can you not put these videos now out no more? Because we don't, I mean, I understand you mourning over your mom. I get it. Because I've been through there. I've been through that. But can we not every time you do a video talking about your mom, it's just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like you're using your mom, you monetizing your mom's death. That's kind of what it feels like. I'm just sorry, gotta say it. Sorry, gotta say it. Dr. A, let your son experiment with his styles. Oh, hells no. Because if I did, he would be walking around like Michael Jackson too. No, not doing it. No, ma'am. Okay? You said leprechaun hands. Oh, Lord, y'all are so mean.
But I like these because they're like acrylic. I don't have to do anything to them. All I have to do is get these nails off, prep my nails, and then put these on. So I'm gonna do that real quick while I answer.
Oh, girl, this wig. Oh, please take this off. I'm sick of this wig band. Oh my God. Girl, throw that away. Throw that away. And this wig is god awful. I don't know if it will look good on anybody, let alone, especially not you. It just doesn't. Let's just say that this wig doesn't look good on you. Okay. You just think can I just tell you something, Chrissy? You are not Diane Curl. You are not all that. I'm sorry. Listen, I've held this in for so long. I've been wanting to tell Chrissy this for so long. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Chrissy, no. I think again, I think you're a cute girl at you know, I do. I do. But I just don't you what's in your head, like Jasmine and Olivia, what's in your head is not what is comes out. You know what I mean? What's in your head is not what really comes out.
I kind of pulled it together. I didn't really have time to do much, so I brought an outfit for dinner later. I don't know if I told you guys that before bed last night I took an ashwagandha pill. I do still feel like it's still carrying.
Chrissy, you could get glasses from me that would really take your outfit. Well, I don't know. Chrissy, let me be your stylist. I know what style you trying to do. You got to pay me though. Chrissy, let me dress you. Let me dress you. I promise you. Let me dress you down from the top, from your wig all the way down to your nails. Please, let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. No, let me do it. Let me do it. Because this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. You trying to get us all caught up. You trying to get us all caught up with this wig, girl. This is not fair to you, and this is not fair to us.
Me through today because I am feeling relaxed. So I'm hopeful, but I'm also kind of nervous. I'm trying not to be nervous because I want to, first of all, make my appointment. I was running kind of late. It's hard to get out the house.
Working like a job or moving around?
But I generally do feel calm. I don't feel like I'm super stressed. So I'm really hoping that my blood pressure is reflecting that today.
So, do you have issues with your blood pressure, or you are just addressing the fact that you have issues regarding, your mom passing away and all that, or do you have? Is that something that you normally struggle with?
Today, because my blood pressure being, knowing that my blood pressure has been elevated is giving me more anxiety. So, yeah. But anyway,
You been around Jasmine a lot. That little laugh that you just did, that's something that Jasmine do. Girl, you been around that. Jasmine is wearing y'all down, boy. Girl. Well, I'm glad that well, hopefully you don't stress yourself out, girl. Far be it from you to stress yourself out, child. Okay. Well, let's keep going, y'all. I guess. I mean, I know this is an old video, y'all. I know y'all gonna get at me, Doctor, and say, Doctor, A, this is an old video. I know it's an old video, but we didn't finish, okay? Hey, Buttons.
Like I said, I'm gonna meet up with my cousin while I'm in the city. Fast forward, I'm on the way to meet up with my cousin. I'm gonna pick her up from the hotel, and we're gonna go to dinner. You can't see this, but this is one of the dresses that I bought that I thought I might want to wear to mom's.
Well, I think your makeup looks decent. I'm not really a makeup Easter, but I think your makeup looks decent. That wig, no. The glasses look decent. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Does the wig look? No, no. It's just the wig is horrible. I'm sorry. It's bad. But I'm not a wig person, so I probably shouldn't judge. But I'm judging. So whatever. Let's.
Funeral, but I went with another dress. I bought three. Well, like a suit, kind of like an outfit. And two dresses, and I went with one of the other dresses. I went to my doctor's appointment and then kind of just like switched out in the car. Yeah, I was halfway ready anyway. That's why I wanted to throw the wig on. So I threw the wig on, did my makeup, and I have my shoes and stuff, and I just threw on.
Is this for the wet? Is this? I'm sorry. Is this for the funeral? You went to a doctor for the funeral, or you wanted to go get your blood pressure checked, or this is your outing that you're gonna have with your cousin? Cause I'm kind of lost. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be fading out when they start talking. I apologize, y'all, but sometimes I'm like, I'm over it. Right. She thinks she's Tina Turner under the Thunderdome, under the Thunderdome. What does it love? Under the Thunderdome. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Some jewelry.
We don't need another hero. Da-da-da. We don't need another way home. All we want is lovely on the Thunderdome. What to let the children say? Did it, did it, did it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Girl, it really looks like a lot, but I promise you it's not. Just piece this together in the car. So yeah, my doctor's appointment went really well. We're checking I already had my liver and kidneys checked recently, so he said we didn't have to do that, but we're going to check my cholesterol. And oh my god, I cannot get over it. Thank you. We're going to check my cholesterol and my A1C, or is it the same thing? I forgot where I left off, but long story short, we're checking my cholesterol, my thyroid. I asked for the thyroid because my dad has thyroid issues, so I just want to make.
Okay, well, Chrissy, that's great. I'm sorry, I'm cleaning the toilet off. Yeah, I know I went from working out to cleaning the toilet off. I had to come in here and clean the toilet off, so that's what I'm doing right now. But listen, and then I gotta go back and wipe the stuff down because my husband just got out of here, and so yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them wives that'll go right behind my husband to see what he in there doing, and I'm like, man, I'm cleaning this toilet off because I'm gonna have to go in a little while, but not right now. But anyway, let's go.
Make sure that's covered, and then cholesterol, thyroid, and what else did he check? Diabetes. He checked for diabetes as well. So, and then we agreed. Oh, this is a nice hotel. Then we agreed that I'll come back in 2 months after I start changing my lifestyle a little bit, working out some more, and changing my diet. and see what's going on with my blood pressure. So he said it's a little elevated. It's not like super concerning, but like a little bit.
Do is gas me. How we end up in the backseat, just trying to.
Okay, y'all. So here she go with this music. Y'all know that YouTube shiggities on my music. YouTube shiggities on my music. Okay, y'all. So what we have to do, okay. So I guess she I don't know. Am I being insensitive? Please talk to me. Please, Chris. People that love Chrissy, can y'all tell me? Can y'all I'm washing my hands, y'all. Because when you get to mess around with the toilet, you gotta wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? I had gloves on, but still, and I had to change the. I gotta put some tissue in here. I gotta put more tissue in here. You know. I'll show y'all. Well, I don't want to show you. I'll show y'all my bathroom. But I can't show. I don't want to show y'all me, but I'm gonna change my bathroom in a minute. I'm kind of tired. I'm over it. And I had this look for a couple of years now, and it's time. All right, let's go. Let's see what she talking about, y'all. And she probably playing the music. I know she probably is playing the music. Okay, here she is. Hold on. She's talking. Hold on. Hold on to your wig.
Chilling at my cousin's hotel for a little bit, and we were talking about family and relationships, and just kids, just all kinds of different things. And it was really good. It was really good to hang out and meet up.
Okay, so I thought. Hold on. Let me make sure no dishes in the sink. I'm gonna start back working out. I just want to know what I'm doing. Okay, I ain't got no dishes in the sink. I didn't think I did. Y'all try to make sure we wash them all out the sink. Make sure I don't have to do nothing else in here. Oh yeah, I gotta drink the rest of this. See my this. I got this burdock root. Not burdock root. It's I tell you in a minute what I'm taking. What I'm out of sea moss at the house. Got to go get my edit my business. I'm drinking bladder rack. Drinking bladder rack right now. And when I get to Euphoria tomorrow, I'm gonna get some more. I gotta get some more sea moss for the house. So I'm gonna have to vacuum in here when I get done. But I don't really have a lot of clothes to wash out. I'm just washing what he took in. So I don't have. You're not gonna hear no dishwashing. The bathroom's clean. I just wiped the toilet seat off again. I mean, he been in there, y'all. He a man, and I'm just trying. I'm not saying I'm not saying that, y'all. But I'm just telling y'all. I'm just kind of weird like that. When one of them go in that bathroom, I go right in behind them, and I wipe that toilet seat up. It's just me. Um and I had to change the tissue roll. Okay. Because it was only a little bit left. So might as well change it. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna finish working out. All right, y'all. Let's go. Now, if I am a little bit out of breath, it's because I am. Let's continue.
My test results came back. That's why I love me and my chart. Okay, I love all the hospitals that do quick test results and all that. Don't make you wait no 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 days. All of my levels are normal. My ACE.
Yeah, but just because your stuff is normal does not mean that you still should not go and get. Hold on, y'all. I gotta lay down and do these crunches. I gotta do 40 crunches, y'all. I really supposed to be taking. I think I'm supposed to take a break on the crunches, y'all. I need to figure out what my routine is. I don't know if I'm gonna do crunches. I mean, I'm supposed to. Maybe if I can hold off. I don't know. Let's go, y'all.
AC1 or A1C, whatever. My diabetes, my thyroid, and my cholesterol. All of those were normal.
Right. That's cool. Cool. Congratulations. All of your tests came back normal or good. But still, just because you don't have bad cholesterol right now does not mean that you potentially won't, considering that you eat a lot of seafood boils. Those seafood boils are not the best, to be honest. I know a lot of y'all might eat seafood boils, but it's not it's not in the best interest of the life of your life. Hold on, I'm trying to get another tissue that I replaced and then put the other one in there because I like to keep 4 tissues in here. I really need to do it. Should I do a day and act of Dr. Vera, Dr. A, so y'all can kind of understand why I'm kind of weird the way that I'm weird. But you still do eat a lot of seafood boils, though. Honestly, Chrissy, and all I'm saying is that if I were you, I would still, um, I would still, cut back on drinking a lot. You do drink a lot, Chrissy, to be honest. Not saying you are alcohol or anything like that, but you drink a lot and you don't do a lot of, you don't exercise. I would tell people that do have like drinks, there's nothing wrong with that. If you weak wrong, right, y'all? If y'all want to have a drink, you can have a drink. I'm not saying that. I don't think a person's automatically a drunk because they drink, okay? So let me not come off like I'm judgy like that because I'm not, a promise. Because, I used to drink, right? But what I'm saying is that if you're going to drink, please work out. Please work out too. Please work out. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a lot of sugar from a lot of working, from doing all the alcohol. And you want to make sure that you are working out in some kind of capacity. I'm telling you, it'll be better on you. Yeah, I'm cleaning up behind my husband in a minute. Sorry, hold on.
So, those are the reasons why my blood pressure's high. Yeah, it was really good to.
Stronger family, stronger community.
Yeah, I just think that if she would focus on like some of that is a lot, right? Some of that can be a lot. You know what I'm saying? Working out and not really uh focused like that. Hold on, I found me another. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. So you went out to the club and your mom just passed. I don't know. I don't know. Some people heal differently. I don't know. I don't know. You know, she did tell. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. What do y'all want me to say? God. See what I'm okay. Let me talk to y'all real quick. This is where I'm battling, right? This is where I'm battling. So of course I'm a healer, okay, and by me being a healer, I always tell my clients to heal the way that they naturally deem themselves and have in the way that they need to. My healing process is going to look differently than your healing process, okay, and that's cool, right? That's a part of life. That's just what it is, right? But the issue is that I think it's because what we know about her and her mom's relationship. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think if we wouldn't have known that, if her and her siblings hadn't have been fighting about like keeping their mom there or who their mom gonna stay with and that kind of thing, I think that we probably would have had a different outlet. You know what I'm saying? I think we would have been kind of on some, you know, man, that's sad, Chrissy. We sorry you lost your mom. I think that's what it is for me. I think that because I know most of my clients, when my clients come to me and then when they have lost their moms, I kind of get to know their energy. And I know for a fact that they're going to miss their mom. I know that they love their moms. And I know that they will do anything to have their moms back and that kind of thing. And it's just the fact that Chrissy is not the most sincerest person out here. She's gotten caught in a lot of lies. And she doesn't really seem like she cares about other people's feelings. And she does come off very selfish, right? So I think that's what it is. I really believe that's what it is. I think if it hadn't been for that, I think people would have really been, and then the cash apps, and then the fact that people know pretty much that her mom had already been buried. You know what I'm saying? That her mama had already passed away, and that was already handled and taken care of through another means. And people know that her brother handled that. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. And I think that she just has been caught in so many lies. She lied about that house, and people just don't trust her. That's all it is. That's what it all boils down to. So it's kind of hard to have empathy for somebody like her, right? Because she's lied so much. You know what I mean? And she's lied about things that she did not have to lie about, right? Um, and again, none of this stuff was any of our business, right? It was none of our business. We would have never known about it. Um, we would have been able to move on with our life and not knowing this. And I think it's just that factor and just how her get down. You know what I mean? So that's what it all boils down to. And like nobody could necessarily blame us for reacting to her in the way that we do, right? But it's just an unfortunate again that she lost her mom. But I again my condolences. I'm trying to do this. I swear I'm trying to do this. Y'all listen, I'm trying to be as sweet as I possibly can in regards to this situation. I assure you. I assure you that I'm trying to be as sweet as I possibly can. I'm trying not to be insensitive to no degrees. Shalt I be insensitive? But I still have to say what my opinions are. I still have to be honest, and I still have to have a level of respect for myself and my platform in being honest. Okay. I have to. Okay. And so, what we're not going to do, we're not going to sit up here and act like we don't know what we're talking about over here because we do. Okay. Let's continue. All right. Let's go.
I really, I miss her. We're gonna definitely make this more of a thing. Even though we don't live in the same city, we're gonna definitely make this more of a thing. And I think another thing that all of this has taught me is that family is key. Family matters, and speaking to your family, and being with your family, and keeping up with your family does matter. For this, I kind of relied on my mom to kind of keep up with the extended family or my other family members, and they let me know. And I kind of just did my own thing. Even my favorite cousins, like that was one of my favorite cousins. I love that cousin down. We grew up.
I mean, how much more conversation are we going to have about that? Do you all mind if I skip all of this and move on to her talking about her favorite cousin and blah, blah, blah? So basically, what she's saying is that her mom basically kept up with the family. She was very selfish and she was more about herself. Okay, I get it. No, I'm just being honest. Um, you know what helps me to keep up with my family, I ain't gonna front, is social media. I'm gonna be honest because I have a lot of family. I have a lot of family. A lot of family. Okay. First of all, I have a lot of family, and when you have a lot of family, it's just hard to keep up with everybody. Okay. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? But let's continue.
This degree means the world to me.
You know, let's go.
It's creme brulee.
Okay, so she segued into, I guess, her with this damn wig on. I don't know. It's really weird how she moves. I don't know. I just don't understand why people wear stuff like that in public. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm old and maybe I'm just an old woman and I just move differently, and I can't expect other people to move like how I move. Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's something that I have to, like, not necessarily judge, but I just think it's tacky. I'm sorry, I just think it's extremely tacky. Okay. I just think it's extremely tacky. Okay. But anyway, let's continue.
He knew I was out with my cousin. And obviously, he wasn't rushing me or anything. But we had already went to drinks, went to dinner, and we were just at her hotel chilling at this point. He was like, all right, now, you've been with cousin. Come home and get these gifts. So I'm on my way. He's probably sitting there trying to call him.
Okay. So yeah, she's going with her cousin. She going with her cousin.
The man, too, he's probably asleep.
Did your cousin meet your new husband? I'm just asking a quick question. Did your cousin meet with your husband? I'm just asking a quick question. Did your cousin meet with your husband?
It's almost 12. I'm exhausted. Normally, I would have been in bed, rubbing my feet together, getting held. Our kids would have been kissed and in bed. I mean, I'm sure they're asleep. I'm sure you put them to sleep, but I am exhausted. I'm going to go to bed because
Chrissy, how long you been with this man? Because he's doing a lot of work. He's doing awfully a lot of work for him. It kind of comes off as if you just met this man. That's kind of what it comes off, as if you just met this man. And if that is the case, I don't think I would want a new man putting my children to sleep. I don't know. I think you leave your children with people that you really don't know like that. And it's scary. It's almost scary. Especially doing that nowadays times, and nowadays it's just, you got to be careful. This is kind of, even back in the day it was scary, but some things we didn't know, right? They didn't have the worldwide like they do now, y'all. When I was raising children back in the day. And so what you have to do is to really be careful, because that stuff is scary, Chrissy. Do you understand that? Mm, oh, child, I just don't get the type of person that you are, per se, Chrissy. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I don't understand the why you move the in the direction that you move in, on terms of leaving these children. You Do you even know this man all like you, how you say you do? I don't think you do. Maybe you're not even in a relationship. You might not even be in a relationship. This might be a farce. Okay, to be honest. Okay.
I get up tomorrow and do the unthinkable.
Good morning. I was looking to get Kingston something to wear because he does have a suit already, but it's a little small, I feel like, now, because he's had it for a year, and I just did not have time to order something else. We kind of waited to the last minute because we just knew it was going to fit still, because Kingston's still kind of short and small. He's just like his father, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So now okay, y'all. So okay, now we get it. So this video, everybody listening? So this video was really an attempt to rebuke us or anyone else talking about the Kingston and his outfits, and what he was wearing, because he's short or whatever. That was to rebuke that. I get it, right? Um so that was her point of that, right? Um it's just, baby, I don't know, Chrissy. I just I don't necessarily understand. I'm not gonna claim to understand why a woman would let her son. I don't know. I don't know, child. Let me just let her talk. But what she's doing is trying to basically explain why situation is the way it is and why her children will have the choices or the fashion that they wore at their funeral. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. Okay, because if you went to Walmart or wherever you are, they would have, if you just should have taken them with you so you can measure the type of pants that they were wearing so you can make sure that they fit them, because it comes off like you don't know, even know your children's sizes. Maybe that's what happened.
His father's not short, but just very slim like his father. So I was like, yeah, you should be able to, fit it still. But I did get a couple of options.
Okay, so basically, why wouldn't you have the little boy to try the outfit on before bringing him out like that? You think he could be able to fit it? You know what? When we have funerals and things like that, what we do, something that we do is we just go buy new clothes for that funeral, because sometimes, with children growing like weeds, I know my son grows like a weed, and I know that his suit that he wore at his great uncle's funeral, even on down to my grandmother, which is his great grandmother, even on down to that, he cannot fit that anymore. Right. So I know that if we go to another funeral or we go to another occasion, I'm gonna have to obviously buy another outfit for him. And I'm probably gonna have to buy one now. Probably should buy one now, just in general, to already have him something on deck. You understand what I'm saying? Just to have him something on deck. You get what I'm saying? So that's something that we have to work on as parents, dear. And I know and by you having 9 children, that's why you always buy something big, way big for children so they can fit into it. Like my son is wearing, last year he was wearing a 14. This year he's wearing a 15. Now, that 14 that he was wearing, y'all, it was not small on him. It was not skeet. It was a nice size. You know what I'm saying? He had plenty of room. He could wear it. You know what I mean? He could even wear 14 next year if possible. If possibly, he could probably get into it and probably fit him all the way now, as opposed to being really big. So probably just right now, which is why I had to upgrade to a 15, 16. So he'll wear a 15 and then I'll do a 16. I'll do a 16 as well. Now it do fit him. It's not too tight. It's not too small. It's not just right though. He got a lot of room in it. But Chrissy, you got to learn. You don't even know how to shop for your children. Come on now. You didn't know. You know why you don't know which size your children wear. I know what size my son wear in particular. If I want to get him something that totally fits him, it wouldn't be a 14. It would be smaller than that, probably like a 13. But to me, that's too small. You get what I'm saying? I know what size shoes my son wears. I know what size t-shirts and underwears and all of that. And when my other children were small, my mother knew what size, I knew what size. Even my father knew what size my children were. Their fathers all knew what size they wore. So that, because they would buy clothes for them. And then they will be like, hey, let's try this on to make sure he can fit it. If he can't, then we got to get something else. It's just part of parenting.
We just gonna see. God
He
willing, it
couldn't
works.
wear it though, babe. He could not wear it, and you still made him wear it.
Got some breakfast starters and everything for everybody. Even though we do have some breakfast stuff. I don't know. I'm all over the place, but we're gonna make it work.
So let me know.
Again, look at this outfit. Girl, I have an outfit like this that I wear around the house. I would not dare wear that out. It's ugly. It's ugly. It looked cuter on the mannequin, and then when I got it here, it was ugly. No way that I'm wearing that shiggity out. I'm not in a body temperature of what I need to be at to be wearing that. And I'm smaller than Chrissy, baby. I'm smaller than her. I'm taller than her, right? Because I'm 5'5". But I've gotten smaller. I've lost weight. And I am much smaller than Chrissy. Probably not in the butt area per se, but I'm smaller than her thighs and feet and fingers and stuff. You know, in no way that I'm going to wear that outfit. No way. Because it looks fat. It makes you look bigger than what you are. These outfits like that are for skinny girls because it's already making them look, it makes you look a little bit bigger. And so for skinnier girls, I say skinny, I say skinnier girls. And then a crop top. Why do these women wear crop tops with these bellies out? So you did buy stuff, but you didn't buy stuff that why didn't you take the, you just went and grabbed anything for them to wear and they can't even wear it, Chrissy. That's why you always buy two size. The rule of thumb is to buy a size or two up. Ignore Chrissy's children. I'm sorry. Imagine Chrissy's children seeing men in and out having babies, different daddies, moving and changing schools. It's a lot to, and it takes a toll on kids. It does. That's true. You're not lying, though, Rose. My neighbor's daughter married a doctor. The wives always doing benefits for charities. Exactly. Not once has Chrissy ever attended this. Exactly. Because she's not married to no damn doctor. Take the child with you even to Walmart. They has fitting rooms. Yeah, Walmart definitely has fitting rooms. It's really simple. So basically, this is what I think. She just went to Walmart and grabbed anything. And she could have easily taken it back. Why didn't she try that on him? She did not care. That's what it is. She did not care. Okay, so now I'm understanding. Now. This makes perfectly good sense to me. So, Chrissy, you don't even know the size that your children wear, and you just basically went to the store without knowing what size they were. Then you get it home and you didn't even try to take it back so he can make sure that he can fit the damn outfit. And there's nothing wrong with buying a pair of pants from Walmart for your children to wear to a damn funeral. I mean, I didn't mean say it like that, but it's nothing wrong with that. But damn, at least make sure it fits. You can still, the children can still look, attractive and still appropriate. Y'all like it when I go off and cuss. I'm trying not to, because I'm trying to be sympathetic to these children. It's not their fault that their mama is stupid. Okay.
That's good. My receipts, and if something doesn't work out, we'll just bring it back another day.
Why the fuck you ain't bring it back? You bring it back another day. So why the fuck would you make him wear that? And that was the whole point of you going to get that. You should have taken it back and made sure, and just because he couldn't wear it, Chrissy. Now, come on now. Not surprised, one of your brothers and pull you aside, say, "What the hell you got, little spiky guy on there?"
Now, what I want to do is go and charge my car, because
Exercise. Hold on, y'all.
if I I want to charge my car because it just doesn't charge fast enough at the house. I just finished charging. I'm on my way home now. The hubby's getting the kids up and together and bathed and stuff.
But you got yourself all dolled up. But why? Well, what about these children, though? Chris was too busy with the GoFundMe lives. Then getting those kids, excuse me, and the kids close together. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm being rude. I apologize. I didn't mean to belch like that, but I drink that water. Let's go. And I'm exercising. I'm on 10. Okay.
So that I can just come in and direct everyone to their clothes and jewelry. The first hour is just the viewing. I still want to get in and get settled and get the kids situated. So, yeah, I will see you guys when we get home.
Some people go around.
Okay. All right. 30. Okay. I see them now. Okay. Girl, he did not look like he wanted to be in the shot. That's what it looked like to me. He looked like he did not want to be in the shot. I don't mind. I like the little braids for the little girl's hair. I like the little braids with the what is that on her lips? It look like she been smoking cigarette. That I don't like that lipstick. Uh, I know she's a makeup artist compared to me, but no. Oh wow. What is those shoes? I I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody would like to come up here and express themselves in these outfits, I really don't have much to say. I really don't. I don't even know what to say, y'all. We've already said this. We've already said this. What am I supposed to say at this point? What am I supposed to say about these outfits? Oh my God. Chrissy, you should just taken them to the store with you and you could have tried them on. Why did you wait to the last minute to go shopping number one for them? Because that's what it looked like. It looked like you waited to the last minute, you grabbed up some mess and you said, here, throw this on. And the little boy probably protested. He probably was upset that you gave him this outfit to wear, but you did anyway. Your children are really beautiful. And you still want I know it's although it's a funeral, and I know with it being a funeral, a lot of times when we go to funerals, we don't think about, well, let's think about fashion when we go to funerals. I get that, right? The most important thing is honoring the passing of the person or your loved one. I get that. So that's not me putting her down for being focused on her mom or whatever. However, I don't think it's I don't because she dialed herself up. She dialed her face up, didn't she? Why are these dresses so small? Oh my God. These is little girls. Why they got okay. Mm, mm, mm. Man, why are these dresses so small? Okay, let's let us talk.
Officially.
Now that I use Monday,
Child. I mean, I don't know what y'all want me to say. What do y'all want me to say? This is whack. This is the wackest thing that and then she tried to try to put him to the back so you couldn't see his pants. We already saw him.
Take off this makeup and these earrings, although
Please don't do us any favors.
these earrings did eat down today. And the makeup and the hair, I feel like was really, really good, really pretty. I feel like I looked really, really good. I did not get any footage of like anything. I didn't want to record my mom's service. I just felt like
Thank God you did. I'm shocked that you didn't.
that's not really what I wanted to do. And it was just too much going on afterwards. Too much of me talking to family and friends and things like that, that I just wanted to be in the moment and I didn't want to pull out a camera and shove it.
Mama Doo should have took this note. She recorded that. And Jasmine should have took a note when not record Philip's grandmother. Just was ridiculous.
People's faces or even around, try to vlog around.
Where's your man? Did your husband attend the funeral? Where's your hubby at?
Around people. I'm gonna get me some more of these wigs in this color because I really, really.
I don't know why you like those wigs, but again, anything that's tacky, you like.
Enjoy this look on me, and I feel like.
And I think you're in denial about your complexion. It's just not everything goes with your beautiful skin tone. Not everything goes with your beautiful skin tone or go with you or go with your aesthetics. This wig does not go with you, your facial structure or your skin tone. It looks weird. And it's too much damn wig. That's too much damn wig. It looks fake.
And I just need to stop running away from it and lean into it because this is my grown and sexy, beautiful
No, it's not. Your mom just died and you worried about a damn wig and being grown and sexy. I don't know.
look. While I take my makeup off before I
You just take it off already.
get into the bed, oh, I'm gonna tell you the status on the kids. So Taya is practicing her saxophone. Kingston and Cadence are just doing their own little thing. Twins are doing their thing. Everybody's doing social media because nobody was plugged in today. I had all the phones and tablets, so no one had that. So they're doing all that. And then hubby has the boys. They should be back in a few minutes. Um,
Well, why didn't hubby have the boys at the funeral, Chrissy?
and then hubby said he wanted to take some time to kind of like decompress because he's been helping me a lot with the kids today, so that I could, you know, be with family and do that whole thing. So I said that's fine. Like, you know, I really don't like being by myself right now. I love this necklace; it's so cute. But by myself meaning don't. I feel like when I sit here, like I want to sit here and I want to decompress, but I don't want to be by myself. Like I love, like the kids are here and I love the kids, but they overstimulate me, so I just need somebody to sit.
They're your damn children. What the fuck are you talking about? The children overstimulate you. Are you okay? Those are your children. You had them out your puss, your womb. And you're talking about your children overstimulate. Those are your children. Why do y'all say things like this? You mean just say don't say they overstimulate you. Just say you're a little stressed out and you don't want to be stressed out around your children. No, but you said no, 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 no. Let me stop trying to rewrite history. No, she said the children overstimulate her. You said this.
Sit here and hold me. And so that's what I've been having my husband do. Just hold me and just be here, you know?
If he's holding you in there, why he wasn't at the funeral with you?
But with his work schedule and with the kids schedule with the kids and everything, we haven't really even been having a chance to like do that. But like times like this, I feel like when it slows down, and is there really even a slow moment when I have with the kids? Like not really, but like
Break it off.
in a moment like this, I tend to, or even like when I drive home, I tend to find myself just thinking way too much, and I'm working on being able to slow that down, but I have to give myself grace because literally we just had our service today. Like I'm giving myself time to feel whatever this is, but the thoughts, not crazy thoughts.
Is it guilt? Is it selfishness? Is it the fact that you didn't really give a damn about how your children looked at this funeral? Is it the fact that you lie so dang on much that you're carrying around with so many lies and it's hard to keep up with the lies and the lies are stressing you out? And I get that your mother is definitely, you feel bad that you lost your mom, of course. But is it that as well, what I mentioned?
But it's just like, wow, I can't believe my mom's no longer here. Wow, I cannot believe.
You can't believe your mom's not there to babysit your children and to okay, I ain't gonna go there. I get it. Okay, you said you lost your mom. I get it. Okay, let me stop.
Like I had to actually do this and go through this. And like, this has just been a lot. Like, it's just been a lot of me. It's just been a lot of me. And so, and I know it's been a lot of my brothers and like just everybody in general,
I
especially
was gonna say, well, it ain't just about you.
my brothers and I. Like, it's been a lot on us, but I'm just like, millions of thoughts, millions of thoughts running through my mind. And they're all like little things. Some of them are big things, but that weighs the body down. And so I'm just allowing myself to feel what I feel, but it just weighs the body down and makes you feel like you're going crazy. So as if my husband's available, I'm like, please come home and hold me. Kaya.
Husband. Oh my God. Can you stop the lie? You can't even keep a straight face. I see the way you look off when you tell a lie.
I don't know if you guys can hear her.
We can hear.
She's getting so good.
Yes, she is. She's getting much better. I hope she has I hope she doesn't go down the same road that you traveled. Yeah, she does sound pretty good. Congratulations, Kaya. I'm very proud of you and your saxophone. I hope all of your children, none of I don't even want my children to be like me, let alone your children be anything like you.
I'm so proud of her. She's getting so good, so much better. She was always really good, but she's getting so much better. So I'm using this on a, yeah,
Please don't show us you without makeup.
whatever this is called. This is an oil cleanser, and I'm just gonna use this one. I did put some lip gloss on before because I don't like my lips being dry, but now I want to wipe it off. I'm really glad. I was really happy to see the family that came. So my biggest thing right now is trying to navigate life after.
So you don't want to take off the makeup first before you put the oil on? Is that normal? Y'all, how you doing, Ebony? So when you're taking off your makeup, do you supposed to put the oil on there first before you take the makeup off? Deceitful. Oop. So do you have to take the makeup? Do you rub the oil on then take the makeup off?
It passes away. Like, what do I do with? I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing, but it just seems weird, you know. The pass was good. The food was really good. I was happy to see my nieces and nephews and just my kids be able to play with their cousins and stuff that they haven't seen in a while. So that was all really really good. I feel like she didn't look like herself though. I feel like they did her pretty good, and I feel like they dressed her really nicely, and they did. You could tell they took care, but I feel like her makeup was a little too dark. My mom.
Chrissy, if you, okay, can I talk to you? Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. Okay, Chrissy, why didn't you go and, okay, if this is the case, do you know that you can go and view the body? That's what I did with my mother. I went and viewed her body to make sure that her makeup was on point. They did put too much lipstick on her, and I just said, hey, could you? They's like, well, how does she look? And they was playing Upper Room, y'all. I was like, oh my God, y'all get ready to make me cry, and I don't want to cry. So what I told them was, hey, take some of them lipstick off, take some of this off, take some of that off. I still have a picture of my mom. And then my mother had an afro. My mother stopped putting chemicals in her at a certain period of time. And so she just wore her hair picked out into an afro. Once she got Alzheimer's really bad, and it was really pretty, her afro, and she didn't like it. And I always told her every time I see her, Mama, it was really pretty. Her afro was beautiful. It was like a gray salt and pepper afro. It was beautiful. And they pressed it out. They made it like really nice. And she looked really pretty to me. And I was really glad. And I just told them to take the makeup off of her. It was too heavy. I kind of told them, well, fix her hair like this, do this, do that. You know what I mean? They will do that for you because that's your parent. And you know what I mean? They will help you out. The makeup artist, or if you don't like your mom's dress, they will change the dress for you. My mother wore this one dress. She was looking really pretty. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, put this on her. We gave her the dress. My father took the dress down. And what I did was I went to go view the body and just told them what type of makeup on. They was just what they did was they took one of her old pictures and they tried to break it up. They weren't trying to be respectful. And the lady, I did kind of say, man, you got my mom looking crazy. And I felt kind of bad because I had to apologize to her. I said, well, I apologize. I didn't mean it, say it like that. But she's like, oh no, I just was just trying to do it from the picture. And I was like, I understand. Could you just take a little bit of the lipstick off? Because that's a lot of makeup. She doesn't really wear all that she'd never really worn all that makeup. And they just did it right then and there on site. They was like, oh, no problem. And then while I was sitting there, they took the makeup off. They took some of the makeup off, and they was like, "Is this okay? Is this lipstick okay? Is this, you know what I mean? Is this color okay for you? I would change it, not a problem, ma'am." I was like, "No." I was like, "The makeup looks beautiful. I like the way you fixed her hair." I'm telling y'all. So I don't know what she's talking about. She wasn't there. She wasn't a part of any of the preparation, and I didn't think I didn't Chrissy, honestly, Chrissy made me understand that I was actually in fact a part of it. I didn't really think I did much, but then after talking to you all and I was talking about Chrissy and I was doing kind of a comparison, and I was like, wow, I did do some things that my mother wanted me to do. And I did the things that made sense for, because I, as a daughter, I did some things because her funeral was already paid for, so I didn't need any money, okay, to raise funds for her funeral or anything like that. I didn't need any money, and her funeral was pretty much paid for because her and my father have insurance, okay, and so that's it.
Really light makeup. I mean, sometimes I'm like, Mom, that color is really just too bright for you. But I feel like it was a little darker than I would have liked to see on her. But overall, I feel like, you know, they did a pretty good job. It just was really heartbreaking.
So you saying she didn't even buy her mama a new wig for her service? She could have gave her one of her old wigs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If that's the case, she could have gave her one of her old wigs or anything.
I don't know her like that. So whether they got the makeup perfect or not, it still would not have been the version of my mother that I'm used to seeing. So that was just hard to see. And I feel like I kept it together pretty good until we had that part of the service where people come up and they talk about stories and stuff. And that's when I kind of like lost it a little bit. But, you know, overall, I feel like it was a really good service and I'm happy. I think overall, I'm just trying to put on a smile and honestly put on a front.
But you still have makeup on. What? I'm sorry. I know she's pouring her heart out here to her best ability, but she still has makeup on. What was the purpose of taking that? She still got makeup on, guys.
Because,
Oh my,
you know,
ladies, I'm sorry.
I am going through a lot. I do have a lot going on. That is the realization of it. And I was talking to my mother-in-law the other day, and she reminded me of that.
Girl, cut it out. Cut it the fuck out. Your mother-in-law. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, Chrissy. I haven't, I didn't really do a lot of cursing today. Aren't y'all proud of me? This is the first curse word I've said, but she just made me mad. Yeah, come on now. Your mother-in-law, get out of Tennessee. Get out of
I was
town.
like, yeah, I'm just trying to put on a smile for the kids, and I'm just trying to be, my same self. And she's like, sometimes the best thing you can do is just be honest and transparent and let the kids know you are
Why
grieving.
be fake though? Why be fake? People hurt, people are sad, people cry, people smile. It's abnormal to not show emotion or to show your children emotion. You know what I mean?
And that you are hurting, and that some days are better than others. And I just thought that was really, really important because I've been trying so hard to be strong and keep up the facade. I'm just wiping off my counter because we were in a rush when we were getting ready earlier. So there's still makeup, hair from when I was cutting the boys' hair. Also still want to keep the strength that I have because we do still need to push forward. And if I just need a day or if I just need some time or if I just need whatever.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I swear I thought she was gonna put that damn sanitizer on her face. I swear I thought she was gonna do that.
I do vocalize that with the kids and I do remind them that I am still grieving my mother.
You
That
just said that you have to maintain a strong face. Just talk to them. I mean, what
doesn't mean that I'm gonna,
could you cut the bullshit out with the mother-in-law? You ain't got no mother-in-law. The mother-in-law that you have with Demarcus mama, Demarcus people don't like you. They don't like you.
Let that overtake my life and overcome what we're doing. But I am still dealing with that while dealing with everyday life. And I think that's where I'm kind of sitting with it right now. You guys can usually chisel. The girls are in here. So pause on my commentary. We were only a girl household.
Twins would have their own rooms downstairs. I would have my room up here, and Kaz would have her room downstairs, and we'd have an extra guest room.
This is what happens. They just all gravitate towards my room. Look, guys.
I like that little girl, her the afro curly afro. I like that. And I like the little children's braids. And I think they're beautiful little girls. And I hope that they really grow up to be, great people. So can I ask a quick question? So no baths?
Yo, something's wrong with my eye.
No showers?
What do you mean?
Did I get like bit?
Where?
Like on my eyelid, like right there by my guys.
Oh no, that's called a.
I haven't had a case on it for 2.5 months.
I like her energy. I like this little girl's energy. She's just like, yeah, I'm here. She's talking low again. Yeah, of course she is. She always talks low. I don't know what that low talking stuff is. It's annoying. I like this little girl's energy. I like she's like, yeah. She's like a roundabout, like chill. She's like so chill. She's probably gonna be is this the artist? Is this the one? She's probably gonna be a jazz musician. Oh, she does.
So I do pretty good with my phones, low key. Back in my day when I was 10 down to 7, I used to break my phone every month. So
The story of how Kaya breaks every phone she gets.
it's okay because I'm getting a new one soon.
You are.
So while you getting phones and stuff for these children, maybe you should work on getting how you doing, Nicola? Maybe you should work on getting these children clothes that fit them that make sense. Okay? All right, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I gotta go because I gotta do some more. I gotta do some more of my squats. I mean not squats, my sit crunches. I gotta do more of my crunches. I'm gonna do 50. I did 20. I was doing 20 while I was talking to you all. I'm gonna do 30 more. I'm gonna do 50. I'm gonna do 30 more. And then I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna get off of here and I'm going to I gotta go take a bath and go to bed. Okay. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.